Yes, this meeting is being recorded as you are welcome into the virtual third space. Just a reminder that it's only myself as the speaker who is being recorded. There are no recording of any names or faces. So let's begin our mindful meditation practice. So let us get into a physically comfortable posture. And we do this partly so that our bodies are not distracting us during the meditation with aches and pains or discomfort or uncomfortable postures. So, getting into a comfortable position usually, in my view, means getting symmetrical. So, having an even balance on either side of our spine and having a nice and neutral spine. And what that means is that there's no particular pressure on any part of the spine. So, we're not slumping forward, we're not leaning too far back or to the side. So nice and straight. And if possible, gently opening up our chest space in a comfortable way. So pulling our shoulders back if that feels good, to allow the air to flow in and out freely. You might like to begin the meditation today with the eyes open, or you might like to close them. If the eyes are open, then just allow the gaze to become soft. So letting the eyeballs just relax, looking forward, not necessarily focusing on anything in particular, but allowing the gaze to soften, almost just experiencing vision without engaging the vision, just noticing that the eyes see, almost seeing everything in front of you as one picture, not individual elements of the picture, but just noticing how the eyes can see. If the eyes begin to focus on something in particular, just drawing the gaze back a little bit, opening up, and allowing the vision of the eyes to just draw everything in, everything around us. If our eyes are closed, then perhaps considering closing the internal vision. So just not imagining what the eyes might be seeing, but just allowing the vision to rest. And drawing the attention of the mind to the whole body. It might be helpful at this point to close the eyes and beginning to notice what the whole body is feeling. The sensation of touch, the sensations on the skin. Perhaps some skin is exposed to the air. Maybe the skin on the face. Noticing what that skin is doing. Is the skin on the face tight? Is the forehead tight? Or the skin across the jaw? Just noticing that and letting it go. Letting the skin come into a really relaxed feeling. Noticing the muscles and joints underneath the skin in the face. So just noticing what's happening in the jaw, in the joints in the jaw, and the jaw bones all the way down to the chin. And maybe what's going on inside our mouth with our teeth. And whatever's going on there, we just make a decision to let it go. Let it fall into a restful position. The jaw and the teeth just resting. No tightness or tension. Maybe our mouth kind of falls open at this point. We might notice with our mouth open that our tongue moves up and down in the back of our throat as we breathe. If we breathe through our nose, the tongue moves up. And if we breathe out through our mouth, the tongue drops down. Just noticing this incredible mechanism of breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. In and out. Drawing the air all the way down, deep into the bottom lobes of the lungs. Noticing the air as it makes its way into and then out of our bodies. And we just gently allow the breath to slow down and deepen. Noticing the rise and fall of the chest, of the belly, of the diaphragm. And whatever posture we find ourselves in, we allow our body to soften at the bottom of each breath. So at the end of the exhalation, just allowing the body to rest, to drop down, to sink deeply into the chair or the floor or the bed, wherever we are. And really going with that kind of deep, restful feeling. Taking a breath in and stretching the chest open, stretching the rib cage, and then resting, sinking into that lovely, comfortable, cozy bottom of the breath. Just noticing the flow of breath. Perhaps in our imaginations, we can even hear the beating of our heart. Listening to our bodies deeply. walking along the path of breath and life, taking pause. We might notice the sound of the voice in our mind, maybe the sound of our thoughts, and maybe there are moments of distraction. We notice that our mind has wandered off to some other place than here and now. That's totally okay, totally normal. And as soon as we notice that wandering of our mind, we gently redirect back to the path, back to the path of moment by moment. Here we are, here and now. Enjoying this present moment. Not thinking about the past or imagining the future, but just here and now. The breath in, the breath out. Every sound is here in this moment, and we just take this time to listen to our environment. What are the sounds of our environment right now? So many sounds around us. Gentle sounds, maybe some spontaneous sounds, but they're right here in this moment and then gone. We embrace the sound much like we embrace our vision, listening to the soundscape, not hooking in our attention to any one sound, but just hearing them swirl around us. Maybe we can hear the sound of our own breath. Let's enjoy it. It represents the life flowing in and out of the air. Every sound representing different type of life. The sounds keep us present, grounded here in the here and now, just like our bodies do. Our bodies don't exist in the future or the past, only exist here in the present moment. Using our thumbs, we touch our fingertips, one by one, tiniest of touch. What do our fingers feel like in this moment? Maybe we can feel our fingernails. Mostly smooth, but maybe not. Feeling the palm of our hands with our fingertips. Showing reverence to these hands. We use our hands every moment of the day. We allow them to rest in this moment. Allowing our fingers and our hands to feel heavy. Heavy. Heavy like stone. At a place of rest. Just resting on our lap, on our chair or on our bed, wherever our hands are, we just let them drop, feeling heavy like stone. That restfulness spreading up our arms. Into our shoulders. Allowing our shoulders to rest, to feel heavy. The brain inside our skull in a place of restfulness, just heavy, sinking. The stillness of it. Flooding through our bodies, just this lovely, heavy stillness. Grounding us, keeping us connected to the earth. Perhaps we imagine that we are walking along a path and we see the stone on the side. It just is. It just is there, peacefully resting in position. And we allow our bodies and minds to do the same, just resting in position, resting in the moment. Perhaps you would like to continue in this peaceful and restful moment. Listening to the sounds around. Now would be the time to step out of the space and continue in that place of contemplation. Thank you for joining us in the virtual third space for this practice. Be at peace, my friends. Shalom.